partners and also employees. We clarified things to them and tried to win their understanding.
在技术获得受到极大限制的情况下，我们加大了研发投入。刚才在数据里面你们能看到，我们研发大概增加了30%的研发投入，其中很多的话呢是用于我们所谓的飞机补洞。
Due to the extreme limitation and restrictions on our access to technologies, Huawei increased R&D investment in the past year. We increased R&D investment by 30%, and most of which went to fixing the holes for the airplane, like you have seen earlier.
包括重新这个设计超过6000万行的代码，包括开发了1000多块新的单板，包括对新的供应物料进行选择，应该说是我们付出了很多的努力和代价。
We spent a lot of efforts and paid a lot of costs to redesign our boards, like over 1,000 boards, and also rewrote over 60 million lines of code and selected alternative sources for many of our materials.
幸运的是，我们获得了绝大部分客户、合作伙伴以及华为员工的信任和认可。然后在这过程中，我们也积累了一些经验，所以面对长期的规则不确定的制裁，我相信我们能够努力地寻找到解决方案。
Luckily, we have won the trust and recognition from most of our customers, partners, and employees. In addition, we have accumulated some experience, so we are confident that we can do our best to find solutions despite of the long-term and volatile sanctions and relevant rules.
谢谢。
Thank you.
Okay, before I take the first question online, just a reminder, to ask a question in the room, raise your hand. If you're online, you will see a little button on your computer that says raise my hand. If you press that, we will see. So I want to take the next question. It comes from Hal Hodson from The Economist online in Hong Kong. Hal, if we can unmute Hal's line. Hal, can you hear us?
Yeah, there we go. Thanks. Can you hear me, Joe?
We can hear you, Hal. Thanks.
Great. Thanks for the question. So if current trends continue and the world of technology divides into two hemispheres, an American-led one and an American-approved one, and then sort of second sphere, which does not rely on US technologies to the same extent, is there going to be enough growth in that non-American world for Huawei? And what will Huawei need to do and change in order to thrive and grow in this more Chinese-led half of the divided tech world?
请接下来大家提问的时候，请举手，无论是在现场的还是在线上的。那这一位记者是来自《经济学人》的，他的问题是，关于现在的一个科技发展的趋势，有可能会出现两个科技的半球，一个是由美国为主导的和得到美国认可的这样一个半球，那另一个半球呢是从某种程度上来讲不依赖美国科技的这一个半球。那对于我所说的这个第二个半球，华为是否能够从这一个市场上获得足够的增长，以及华为要做些什么，以及做出什么样的改变，来在这个市场上获得足够的增长？
提问啊，我刚才在演讲里面提到，在连接领域，我们有过经验教训，追求统一的标准是大家的共识。
Thank you for your question. In my speech, I also said that in the connectivity domain, we've learned some lessons from history. It is a common consensus when it comes to unified standards.
我想我们以前可能都有过这样的体会，这样的体验，去不同的国家、不同洲际旅行的时候，需要换不同的手机。我想的话呢，从2G、3G 的多制式，好不容易统一到5G 的新制式，我认为这个趋势的话呢， 仍然是在的，而且国际组织的话在这中间也发挥了一个积极的作用。
We may all experience this. In the past, when you went to different countries or different continents, you may need to switch phones. From 2G to 3G, we experienced the journey with different standards, but in 5G, we finally come up with a unified standard. I think this trend will continue to exist, and the international organizations have played a significant role in this journey.
我刚才也提到，在2G 时代的话呢，多制式的美国运营商使得美国的电信设备制造商最终是在竞争中，不再具有这个领先地位，并且最后衰落了，也就是说不再有美国的华为的竞争对手。我觉得这个里面的话，美国是有过这样的教训的，而欧洲通过推广 GSM， 并且把这个制度、把这个制式全球化，欧洲的运营商和欧洲的制造商是获取了很大的利益的。
I mentioned in my speech that during the 2G era, the operators in the US adopted different standards. Therefore, the telecom equipment vendors from the US declined and lost their competitiveness and also lost their leadership in the global market. So today, there is no competitor of Huawei coming from the United States. This is a lesson that, that we can learn from the US. While Europe has adopted a different practice. With GSM, it promoted GSM across the European continent and also to the whole world. I think the operators and also the telecom equipment providers from Europe have all benefited from this.
我想过去的经验表明，制造商、运营商，我们最终的消费者都能够在统一标准的实现里面能够获得利益。那么，不管未来会由于种种原因遭受到什么挫折，但是呢，我们认为这是一个大家都认同的一个趋势。相应的国际组织应该还会积极的推进统一的标准，华为也会积极的参与支持和这个秉承开放、公平、无歧视的基本原则，持续的开放和合作的方式，推动全球统一标准的实现。
I think from this we can all learn that no matter it is equipment vendors or operators or consumers, everyone can benefit from unified standards. Although we may encounter some frustrations in the future, but I think unified standards will remain as the trend, and international organizations will continue to promote unified standards. And Huawei will continue to actively participate and support the development of unified standards. We hope it is always open, fair, and non-discriminatory. And we hope it is collaborative, so we are able to develop unified standards for the whole world.
谢谢。
Thank you.
Thank you. I will take the next question from online, but before I do, notice to the international media in the room, if you want to ask a question, your hand. The next question online is from Raymond Wong from Roland Berger, a consulting firm online. Can we unmute Raymond Wong's line, please?
Good afternoon. I'm Raymond Wong, partner from Roland Berger. As an European consulting firm, I want to ask a question regarding the development plan of Huawei in Europe, especially regarding the ecosystem development. For example, the ICT ecosystems and the HMS ecosystem. So maybe David or Yanming can help to answer. Thank you.
那这位是来自罗兰贝格的分析师。因为罗兰贝格是位于欧洲的一家咨询机构，那想问一下华为在欧洲的发展计划，尤其是在生态系统的建设方面，包括这个 ICT 的生态以及 HMS 的生态，这个问题想请两位汪总来回答。
首先感谢您的提问。华为公司长期耕耘于欧洲的市场，我们通过和客户的紧密合作、联合创新， 来共同解决客户问题，帮助欧洲的运营商和我们的政企客户来构建开放、领先、可信的通信基础设施和计算基础设施。
Thank you for your question. Huawei has been operating in the European market for many years. Thanks to our close cooperation and joint innovations with our partners, we have been able to address the demands of our customers, and also we have fulfilled the needs of our operator, government, and enterprise customers. Through openness and also advanced technologies and solutions, as well as trustworthy products and solutions, we have contributed to the infrastructure development in Europe, including telecommunication infrastructure and computing infrastructure.
同时，我们和我们的合作伙伴一起，共同来致力于促进欧洲的数字经济发展。在 ICT 技术领域，我们将持续在5G、AI、计算、光通信等各个领域，和我们的合作伙伴来持续的共同创新，聚焦于问题的解决，来帮助我们欧洲、我们的电信运营商，还有我们的政企客户，构建世界领先的通信基础设施和计算基础设施。
Well, we've worked with our partners to have promoted the development of digital economy in Europe. In terms of ICT domain, we will continue to work on 5G, AI, computing, and optical communications. We will conduct innovation with our partners and focus on problem solving. We hope that we will continue to be able to provide leading telecommunication and computing solutions and products for our European customers, including operators, governments, and enterprises.
在 ICT 相关的生态方面，我们将通过持续的创新，为客户来提供开放的计算平台、普惠的 AI， 来使能我们欧洲的这种智能世界的构建。我们将和我们的合作伙伴一起，来共同发展一个更领先的、更普惠的计算生态。
In terms of the ICT ecosystem, we will continue to innovate and provide open computing platforms as well as inclusive AI. To help Europe to build an intelligent world, we will work with our partners to provide leading technologies to help Europe to build their computing ecosystem.
好，那我来介绍一下我们这个在欧洲的 HMI 生态的发展情况。我们知道，从2019年5月16号，我们这个不被允许再去使用谷歌的生态。那么在这种情况下，我们被迫去发展我们华为的这个 HMI 生态。但是华为的 HMI 生态其实它有很大的一个，我们在过去的1年中，我们加大了投入，尤其是在我们的这个面向这个生态的这个开发者这个服务平台方面，包括多重技术方面，我们加大了投入。那么目前在华为生态上。
About the HMS ecosystem development in Europe, after May 16th last year, when Huawei was no longer allowed to use Google's ecosystem, Huawei was forced to develop our own HMS system. Over the past year, we increased investment, especially in terms of developer service platform as well as relevant technologies.
我们在去年的516之后，加大了这个 HMS 这个生态的这个投入。我们目前截止到这个上个季度，我们目前在我们的 HMS 生态上有将近超过140万的这个开发者。同时，我们也跟这个2019年初相比，我们增长了150%，这是一个巨大的这个进步。
After May 16th, Huawei increased investment in the HMS ecosystem. By the end of last quarter, we have over 1.4 million developers in our ecosystem, up by 150% compared with the beginning of 2019. This is a big progress.
同时，我们在欧洲也与欧洲的这个 本土的这个合作伙伴展开了这个全方位的合作。比如说，我们在地图领域与欧洲的这个 TomTom 和 Here， 在搜索领域我们与法国的 Quant， 还有在新闻领域我们与 News UK 等等欧洲的这个本土企业展开了这个全方位的合作。
In addition, we've conducted comprehensive cooperation with local European partners. For example, in terms of map services, we worked with TomTom and Here. In terms of searching, we worked with Quant from France. And also, in terms of news, we worked with News UK.
我们认为，在这个一个新的生态系统，首先必须更多的满足这个本地化的这个消费者需求，同时，也要优先的推荐我们本地化的这个应用和平台的服务，这是我们生态的这个一个重要的这个战略。
One of the important strategies of our ecosystem is that when you develop a new ecosystem, you should prioritize local demand and also prioritize local applications and platform services.
同时，我们的这个生态也更多的面向欧洲的这个本地的这个开发者。那么，我们在未来我们会持续的提供我们的开发者的服务的平台以及本地的这个创新实验室。更多的让我们欧洲本地的这个开发者合作伙伴能够尽快的接入到这个生态里面来，提供更好、更优质的这个体验的这样一个生态的产品和服务。
In Europe, we prioritized the cooperation with local developers. We will continue to provide service platforms and also joint innovation initiatives to them. We hope that the local developers and also partners can have access to our ecosystem, so they will be able to provide faster and better quality products and services.
好，谢谢。
Thank you.
Okay. We got Dan Martin, front. We get a microphone to Dan, please, from AFP.
Thank you, Joe. It seems obvious that the U.S. campaign to try to restrict Huawei's business around the world is not about to end anytime soon. I'd like to ask you, what's your opinion of the U.S. continuing with this campaign at a time when it and the rest of the world are struggling with the health and economic risks of the COVID-19 outbreak?
是来自法新社的记者。那我们也可以看到，美国对于华为在全球业务的这个打压，可能在短期内并不会结束。所以您怎么看待，在当前全球都正在面临着新冠疫情这样一个健康危机的时候，美国继续对华为进行如此的打压？
谢谢你的提问。那个，华为经历了整个中国的疫情的过程，同时的话呢，我们也在为全世界华为相应的客户一起去解决新冠疫情做出积极的努力。
Thank you for your question. Huawei has been end-to-end involved and contributed to the prevention and control of the epidemic in China. We are also working with our partners worldwide to help them to deal with this crisis.
那么从这次新冠疫情的应对里面，我们总结出来的话呢 ，ICT 基础设施能扮演一个非常积极、非常重要的作用。
Through this, we have realized that ICT can play a very proactive, a very active, and very important role.
华为和我们的伙伴在中国的抗疫过程中总结了9种抗疫的解决方案。大家知道，中国特别武汉的住宅面积，大城市的住宅面积普遍是非常拥挤的，要让大家在这里面待满80多天是一项非常不容易的事情。
Huawei and our partners have summarized nine solutions to deal with the COVID-19 crisis. You know that in China, especially in Wuhan, the population density is very high. It is not easy to require people to stay at home for over 80 days.
那么我们在中国 在跟政府和有关的行业伙伴一起合作的这些方案，使得抗疫，使得这个消费者在生活和工作方面都发挥了一个非常积极的作用。同时的话呢，我们在欧洲、在非洲、在亚洲，我们的这个华为网络和服务的地方的话呢，我们也积极的合作。
In China, we worked with the governments and industry partners to have found many solutions to help them to deal with the crisis and also help consumers to have a better life and better work. While also in Europe, Africa, and other places around the world where Huawei has networks and providing services, we are also working with relevant stakeholders.
我举个例子哈，就是中国封城以后，这个政府是让这些内容提供商提供3个月的免费视频的服务，然后呢，这个英国那个 lockdown 的第2天。网络就瘫了，然后欧盟是要求 Netflix 从高清播放标准改为标清标准。为什么中国能够撑住？然后的话呢，其他的这个区域的话呢，应该说是需要降低一些服务。就说到底的话，就是 ICT 的基础设施完善，对大家抗疫。包括远程医疗、远程教育、远程办公都扮演一个非常积极的作用，这是一方面。
After China announced the locking down policies, the Chinese government required content providers to provide 3 months free of charge video services to the users. Well, on the second day after the UK announced locking down, their network went down too. And the EU required the network providers, the EU required Netflix to downgrade their video from high definition to standard definition. Why China was able to cope with it, but some other places had to reduce the quality of their services. I think from this we can see that ICT infrastructure can play a very significant role in helping dealing with the pandemic and also enabling people to have remote education, remote healthcare, and remote work.
至于这个华为。一直是一个 ICT 领域积极的贡献者，美国政府为什么要不停地打击我们？坦率地说，我认为是完全没有理由的。
As for why the U.S. has continuously attacking Huawei, although Huawei has been an active contributor to the ICT industry, I don't know. I think there is no reason for the U.S. to do so.
我最近也。在这个阅读美国高官的一些演讲和讲话，我可以总结出一点啊，美国认为技术领先是美国霸权的基础。
Recently, I've read some speeches from some U.S. senior officials. And from those speeches, I realized that the U.S. has taken technological leadership as the foundation for their supremacy.
任何其他国家、其他公司的技术领先，可能都会损害美国的霸权。
Any other countries or companies with more advanced technologies may put the U.S. supremacy at risk.
那么很不幸，华为又是在一个 ICT 发展最快的 ICT 领域内有了领先。
Unfortunately, Huawei is taking the lead in the ICT sector, which is also growing very fast.
我也注意到了这个贵国总统也发表了很多演讲，要加强建设欧盟的基础建设。和数字主权。
I also noticed that the President of France has delivered multiple speeches emphasizing the construction of digital infrastructure and also emphasizing data sovereignty.
谢谢。
Thank you.
I'll take a question from the Chinese media. The gentleman in the white shirt with short sleeves.
我是来自同一世界记者。我这边有个问题，就是我看咱们这次分析师大会的嘉宾演讲的排序里面呀，发现这个华为云的几位领导呢在嘉宾前排得比较靠前。那么今年呢，华为也对云业务的架构做调整，就将这个云业务提到 PG 级的这种层面上。那么我在想，我想问一下郭总，您华为对华为云在这制裁的背景下呢，对华为云的期望有多高？那么在这种情况下，华为云最大的挑战有哪些？谢谢啊。
This is from Telecom World. I've noticed that in the ranking of your HAS speakers, you have a speaker from Huawei Cloud who was ranked quite among the first few speakers. So this year, I noticed that Huawei has made some adjustments to your cloud business. You created a business group to cover this part of business. So my question is to Mr. Guo Ping. Under the background of the sanctions, what are your expectations towards Huawei Cloud, and what will be the biggest challenges for Huawei Cloud business?
首先感谢这个提问，我来代替郭总来回答一下这个问题。
Thank you for your question. I will answer this question on behalf of Mr. Guo.
我们都知道，未来的10年，是我们这个世界进行数字化转型或智能化转型的黄金10年。
We know that the next 10 years will be the golden time for the world to go digital and become intelligent.
为了使能我们的数字化转型或者智能化转型，华为云将在中间扮演极其关键的角色。华为云一直致力于我们赋能应用、使能数据，来作为我们构建智能世界的黑土地。
To facilitate the process of digital or intelligent transformation, Huawei Cloud will play a very important role. We aim to enable applications and empower data, and we want to provide a fertile soil for this digital and intelligent transformation process.
大家也知道，华为公司是一个领先的 ICT 解决方案的和智能终端的供应商，在我们使能智能社会的构建过程中间，我们呢主要依赖于我们的智能终端加我们的连接，加我们的计算和云，来共同来组建一个解决方案。华为云作为一个开放的、强大的计算和使能平台，将能够使得华为的我们的 ICT 解决方案和我们的行业的广大的开发者和我们的政企客户，来共同打造一个能解决各种各样复杂问题的这样的一个综合解决方案。
You know that Huawei is a leading provider of ICT technologies and also smart devices. To build an intelligent world, we need solutions in covering devices, connectivity, computing, and cloud. So Huawei will be open and work to provide a computing and enablement platform. So our ICT solutions, together with the output from developers in the industries, as well as the efforts from governments, enterprises, and other customers, were able to provide comprehensive solutions to address all different sorts of demand.
华为公司将在3个方面来打造我们一个有差异化的，应该说或者能够给客户创造更大价值的华为云解决方案。
We will provide Huawei Cloud solutions from 3 aspects, and we want this solution to be different from others and also create more value for our customers.
首先，华为公司将把我们耕耘了30年的 ICT 技术和我们的云 进行充分的融合和结合，这样呢，共同来拉通我们的端、边、管、云，来构建一个端到端的解决方案。
First, we've accumulated ICT technologies and cloud experience over the past 30 years. We will leverage that experience to provide end-to-end solutions to our customers covering devices, edge, and pipes, and also cloud.
第二华为公司将把我们自身的数字化的经验和经历，来把它基于我们的云，来形成解决方案，来更好的服务于我们的政企客户。
And second, Huawei will leverage our own digital transformation experience to develop solutions to better serve our government and enterprise customers.
第三，华为公司将坚持共创、共赢、开放的理念，和我们的广大的合作伙伴一起来打造一个开放的云，一个领先的云。比如说，在过去的1年里面，华为公司和我们的云咨询合作伙伴来共同发展，我们一共有超过1万家的云合作伙伴，来和我们一起来打造领先的解决方案。
And third, Huawei adheres to the principles of joint innovation and also win-win. Through such open attitude, we hope that we can work with our partners to develop open and advanced cloud solutions. For example, over the past year, Huawei has worked intensively with our cloud consulting partners. We have over 10,000 such partners already. Such cooperation aims to provide leading and advanced cloud services to our customers.
同时，华为公司积极地向开源社区来做出我们的贡献。我们比如说，在云原生的计算基金会 CNCF 中，华为公司在去年的话呢，我们推出了首个智能边缘的项目，我们叫 Cable Edge。还有呢，我们也推出了首个容器的批量计算项目Volcano， 加速了云原生技术向产业的渗透，来促进产业的创新。
And in addition, we have contributed to the open source communities. For example, we've worked with Cloud Native Computing Foundation to have provided the first intelligent edge, Cube Edge, and also the container batch computing project Volcano. Through such cooperation, we hope that the cloud native capabilities will be able to support the industry to further innovate.
我们相信，通过持续的创新，华为云将给我们的客户来做出更大的贡献，来使能我们整个智能世界的构建。谢谢。
We believe that through continuous innovation, Huawei Cloud will contribute more to our customers and help our customers to build this intelligent world. Thank you.
Before I invite the last question, which is online, I'm going to call the event to a close. We're out of time. Just a reminder that this event runs for the next 2 days. There'll be ample opportunity. I know that people have more questions to engage with Huawei over the next 2 days and beyond. So the final question, I want to offer it to Bloomberg Online, to Gao Yuan, to Simon Gao. Can we unmute Simon's line, please?
接下来我们是最后的一个问题，但是还是想提醒一下大家，我们在今天结束后，后面还有2天的议程，到时候大家还可以做更多的交流。那下面一个问题，有请彭博社的记者。
我的问题给郭总，就是我们知道去年尽管1年时间里面，华为其实一直在受到美国政府的这个打压，但是华为的业绩还是不错的。那我想请教一下，今年的华为的营收的情况，不知道现在有一个什么样的预期？另外就是 CBG 方面的业务，我们知道这个高端的手机芯片可能未来会有问题，那想请教一下台上的嘉宾，未来华为整个的手机的出货量会不会有一些调整？今年，谢谢。
I have 2 questions. The first one to Mr. Guo. We know that Huawei has been under the attacks over the past year. However, you have achieved a quite good business performance last year. So I want to ask you, what are your expectations in terms of revenue in this year? And the second question is, we know maybe for the consumer business of Huawei, you may not be able to access some chipsets, so that may impact your high-end smartphone business. So will you make some adjustments to the smartphone shipment for this year?
谢谢你的提问。去年美国把华为放到 Entity List 以后，对华为的业务还是有很大的影响的。我们去年其实并没有实现我们的业务计划，大概差120亿美金的，跟我们的 BP 相比。
Thank you for your question. The entity listing has actually impacted Huawei's business quite significantly last year. Compared with our original business plan, there was a gap of $12 billion revenue.
那么你们看到每个季度的增长，去年的话1、2、3、4每个季度的增长也在不断的下滑，应该说也能看出这个方面的影响。特别是华为获取的每一个合同，应该说的话呢，也都跟以往相比有更多的困难。
And also from the speed of the growth in the 4 quarters of last year, you may have also seen such impact. In addition, it has become more difficult for Huawei to win contracts.
所以非常感谢，还有那么多的客户对华为的信任和支持。那么对于今年的话呢，应该说这个2天前的这个新的直接产品规则以后，很多的情况还不太清楚，我们还在做进一步的评估过程中，所以对具体我们后续业务的发展的话呢，现在还没有一个清楚的判断。
So we really appreciate that there are still a large number of customers who still trust and support Huawei. Several days ago, the U.S. has modified its direct product rule. However, we are still studying and evaluating the impact. A lot of things are not clear yet, so currently it is not possible for us to offer a forecast of our business.
华为作为一个ICT 的设备和那个终端的公司，我们能够到产品的这个设计，到集成电路的设计，但是整个超出之外的很多能力的话呢，我们并不具备，所以我们其实是努力的在寻找怎么能够存活。
As an ICT equipment and device provider, Huawei is capable to design some of the products and also some ICs. However, we are not capable to do a lot of other things. Therefore, currently the priority for Huawei is to seek survival.
求生存是华为现在的主题词。
Survival is the key word for us at present.
谢谢你们对华为的关心和支持。
Thank you for your care and support to Huawei.
And with that, I want to call this session to a close. I know there are many more questions. We don't have time at the moment. I hope you can have a chance over the next 2 days to get answers to your questions. Thank you for attending today. To those in the room, thank you online for taking the time to join us. And finally, join me in thanking our speakers for today, David Wang, Guo Ping, and Yanming Wang. And of course, the interpreter who does a remarkable job. Thank you all.
那我们今天的活动就到此为止。我知道大家还有更多的问题，但是接下来我们还有2天的议程，大家到时候可以有更多的交流。谢谢各位的参与，无论是在现场的还是在线上的各位观众，也谢谢我们的各位领导嘉宾以及翻译，谢谢。
谢谢。